You did have opinions once on this.
Brace yourself.
I did, and I said, because you know what? Last year, and we all kind of agreed, so I'm bringing you guys down with me.
I don't know if that's
I said 15-5-5 is kind of who he is as a player. And by the way, I meant that with no disrespect. That is a great year. That gets you millions of dollars, averaging 15-5-5. I was wrong. I was wrong. He is so much more than that. He is better than that. He can do it all on the floor. Offensively, I'd love to see him in this role with some guys banged up, guys out, him really flourishing this #1 option. And he's a hooper. And I think just because of how his path to this point was with being, undrafted two-way player, college transfer from Wichita State to Oklahoma, is not going to, measure off the charts at the combine. I don't even got invited to the combine. So with all that going up, you kind of put a cap on these players like him.
Sure.
And I was wrong, and a lot of other people were wrong, and he is a very, very good basketball player, and he is set to make a boatload of money this summer, and there's going to be a lot of takers.
You know what, though? I'll make it short and sweet. When you said that he was a 15-5 guy, at that time, he was a 15-5 guy.
I think it was 16-5-5 that year.
Yeah, that's what the role required. You had a lot of guys around you. It wasn't your role to be this 34-10 guy, but when you have Luka step out, you have LeBron step out, and you're considered the third option, when those two guys are out, what does that make you?
Right.
That makes you the first option. He's worth everything that's coming his way. He's going to make a ton of cash coming up in this summer, and he's playing his ass off. Guys get better. Guys expand their roles. They expand their games over the summer. It's obvious that he's put the work in, and it's showing. It's showing and proving. He's playing with a ton of confidence. That's going to make this Lakers team even better, I feel like, when these guys come back. Now, will these numbers come down a little bit? Obviously so, when you got ball-dominant guys like Luka and Bron, who's going to be as impactful as they are. But if he can continue to play this way, that changes everything in the outlook that we have for the Lakers.
And listen, do I think he's going to be the second leading scorer in the NBA after 82 games? I don't. But like he just said, there's a lot more opportunity right now. But put other guys in his shoes. That's happened multiple times where the guy goes out, two guys goes out, end of the season, you're tanking or whatever, and you're playing. Not everyone does this. And I know it's 5 games, a small sample size, but not everyone's putting up 34, 10, 5 on like 52% from the field.
Yeah, we're not going to cut it. He's balling.
40 from 3, 90 from free throw. Like, these are insane numbers. And yes, they'll probably go down naturally because this is insane. It's like SGA's MVP numbers.
Awesome.
Like, it's crazy. But you got to give him credit for taking advantage of that and just continuing to work hard and expanding his game with how he came into the league.
I couldn't agree more. He's definitely overexceeded everybody's expectations. He's gotten better every single season. He's definitely putting himself in a position to get paid this summer coming up. But I do wonder what this looks like when the other guys do return. Does he sustain this same level of play? Does his numbers drop off? Do they get better? Like, what's the situation? Are those same options that he's receiving now, are those still available to him when the other two guys return? So I'm interested to see how this plays out. And then you also wonder, like, when LeBron comes back, whose hands is the ball going to be?
But you know where I think that he's going to be able to benefit from when Luka and Bron comes back? They're half-court guys. If you see in those clips, he's attacking in transition. He can be that guy that you kick the ball up to and get early scores in a transition before the offense set up. Now, when we playing half-court basketball and we can't get a stop, that's where you lean on Bron. That's where you lean on Luka. But in the transition, when you getting stops, he's going to be the guy you can play with speed and go downhill, as our new favorite term. He can be that guy that can go get 8 to 10 points in the transition, create opportunities at the free throw line as well. And he can sustain 22 to 25 points a game in that type of offense.
And if I'm JJ Redick, I don't want anything to change. Look at this roster. It's Luka and Austin Reaves and LeBron, and then there's.
Hold on, that was an interesting order.
And I'm just saying.
On purpose?
I'm just saying, if I'm JJ Redick or if I'm LeBron James even coming back, I want him to keep this aggression. I want him to keep doing this. It's not like they're just dominating with playmakers and offensive guys outside. I mean, I was big on Gabe Vincent. He's been struggling, but now he's out with injury. So I think even when this team is whole, and you can talk about the pecking order or whatever, I think you still want this version of Austin Reaves.
I mean, look, it's only fair because we asked the question, hey, are the Sixers better without Joel Embiid? Look, why don't we just have this conversation? What's going to happen when LeBron returns? Where
are they better without LeBron James? No. If we're going to do an order when LeBron James comes back, I think Austin Reaves is the second option even when LeBron James comes back. He's a 41-year-old man. Again, he's been great. And he's probably still going to be phenomenal. He's still going to have his nights where he is insane. But if you're looking at what this kid is doing, and what they need on this roster, I think he's the second option, even when LeBron comes back. And I think LeBron is probably okay with this at this point of his career.
I don't think he's going to be okay with it.
You think he's going to look at it like, I'm the third option? Like, damn it. Like, I just think if that's what it takes for them to win.
No, but I think it's going to simmer. I think it's going to sit right under the surface.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one, Chandler. This is LeBron James we're speaking about. We're talking about one of the greatest.
At the end of the season, I
ever.
think Austin Reaves' numbers will be better than LeBron James' numbers.
I think, Boogie. Are you thinking about it, though, at least? Because it's not a flat-out no.
How many minutes is LeBron James going to play? How many games is he going to play? Like, this guy's going to be, hopefully, knock on wood, consistent throughout the whole season.
Listen.
We're talking about LeBron.
I know, but we're talking about 41-year-old LeBron James that we haven't seen him play yet.
If he's 55,
You know what?
like, it's LeBron.
I don't either, by the way. I'm on record
James.
saying he's the greatest of all time.
We're talking about a 41-year-old man. We're talking about LeBron James, and we're also talking about somebody who still averaged 24 or 5+ points.
Was cooking last year.
Exactly.
Until we see something change in his play, besides injuries, he's still LeBron James.
No doubt.
Can we?
100%.
This isn't your average 41-year-old
Yeah,
man.
so until there comes a day where LeBron says, I realize something is changing and I need more young guys around me and I'll take a back seat, that's going to be the reality. Until then, when Bron put his uniform back on, he's LeBron James. This is not a fairy tale. I'm just going out there and seeing what happened. No, I'm LeBron.
I'm okay with that. But,
yeah,
but you know what he's seeing changing? Austin Reaves and how much better he's gotten, how much better he's playing. You don't think LeBron's standing like, damn, this kid is nice?
No, I absolutely think he's saying
with Luka.
I think he's absolutely doing that.
Reaves.
But I also think he's looking at it from a perspective of Austin Reaves is holding it down. He's weathering this storm until the rest of the troops return. He's doing an incredible job of what he's doing right now. But to sit here and say LeBron James moves to the third option when he returns,
I don't even think it's a conversation. I think we're talking about it because we're media, but I don't think that's like a conversation. It's a conversation in the locker room.
You
like,
know,
all right, LeBron, you're back,
not.
But you're the third option. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it's
That's not even how that works.
Yeah.
Like it's
That's what
not
I mean.
even
That's why it's not even a thing.
That's not even how that works. But when you eyeball a game, you know who we're gonna play through. And be clear, whenever LeBron James is on the floor, you have no choice but to play through him in some type of major capacity. He's not just going to be, you're not turning him into
a run to the corner
No,
guy.
if anything, they can make him that point forward, let Luka and Austin Reaves work the wings and work
He set the table.
100%. He could be one of the better point guards in the league this year.
Stacey King had an interesting theory, by the way, about LeBron, because, he's monitoring, he's watching, he's seeing what's going on. He says he's not actually injured. He doesn't think he is, that he's just mad that they didn't offer him a contract extension. Stacey King put his name on that and said that. So what do you think about it?
Tweaking.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it, but that sounds crazy.
It sounds crazy?
I think that's jumping the gun a bit. I mean, this is a guy that's 41 years old. He's been in the league for 20+ years. To sit here and say, or to question his injury with all he's been through, as many miles, as much wear and tear he's been through. To question his injury, I just can't go out on a limb and do that. He say he's hurt, you got to believe it, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, I'm not rolling. He's never had this MO his whole career. He's dodged really serious injuries his whole career. The guy puts millions and millions of dollars into his body and his rehab and his training all summer. So I'm just saying the idea of him not being hurt.
Devil's advocate for 1 second, very easily something I
The idea of any player being hurt, not hurt, and saying they're hurt.
But
crazy.
I'm not focusing on the idea so much about the hurt, because you use whatever vehicle's available to you. But he definitely has a track record of being extremely passive aggressive.
If it was the playoffs tonight, you think he could play? He's playing.
Yes, I do.
Not as far as being available, though.
But that's maybe the new, that's his new, what's available now to sort of play passive aggressive through. Again,
yeah. No, I know you said you're playing devil's advocate. I'm just not rolling. Like, from everything that I've known from competing against this dude for 17+ years, I don't know him to have an MO of sitting out when he's healthy for contract reasons.
Right.
As far as I know, from a business standpoint, LeBron James has always been in the driver's seat with LeBron James Inc. and how his contracts go, how they're negotiated. Even in Cleveland, he waited until he got all his teammates paid, and then he got paid. He always signs these 2-year deals, a 1 and a 1-player option. He's always been in control of his destiny. We understand that he's at the end of his career now, and things are different. But again, I can't put the idea, I can't even think of the idea that if LeBron James is available, he's not going to play basketball, and especially if it's about money.
Right.
Yeah.
I just don't like this era we're in. Like, I mean, this guy has carried this league for this many years, and we're now getting to where we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel to where his career could possibly be ending. And now it's a lot of negativity being put on his name, including this part. This is a guy that's been professional every year of his career. He's created the blueprint on how to carry yourself as an athlete as far as how to do it on the floor and off the floor. So now we're getting to this point to where we want to start questioning his professionalism. I think it's BS, and I don't think it's right. I'm not on this bandwagon with bashing.
There's maybe some guys that have done this. It's not LeBron James.
Yeah, that's just whack. That's whack.
Just something that was said out loud. Stacey, send some hot sauce.
Chill out, Stacey.
Before that.
Stacey?
By the way.
Stacey.
Stacey, send us some sauce.
It's nice to say.
Austin Reaves, let's just really quickly
circle
go back. No, because as a free agent, like he's already been very vocal about loving being an LA Laker and doing all that, but what's he getting? Like realistically, what is he going to get next?
Man, go get maxed out for the Kings.
I don't know. Listen, I think his max is like 4 years, 250
Kings,
million.
let's sign him, man.
You don't or you do?
4 years, 250 million. I don't think so, but this dude is going to get
nuts now.
40, 45 million a year. And again, you look, the tape doesn't lie, and he deserves it. He has put himself in that situation. And last night, Kenny Smith did the whole Jeremy Lin thing we were talking about, and I get it because of the buzz and the market that they played in, and how it's kind of, some people are surprised because what you see on the court doesn't really look like too flashy. You know what that means.
Okay.
But this guy averaged 26 and 5 last year. He averaged 16, 5 and 5 the year before. And his sophomore year in the NBA, he averaged 13 points a game. So it's not like this guy's coming out of nowhere. He's continued to get better and better. So the whole Jeremy Lin thing, I get it just because of the Lakers and Knicks and the hoopla of the.
Sure.
It's not the same.
It's not even close.
Not even close.
This dude is a damn. He's gonna be an all-star. We're talking. Like it's not. And Linsanity was nuts.
He's an all-star this year too.
If he's averaging close to this, 1,000%. How could he not be? He's second in the scoring, Boogie.
I agree.
He has to be.
I just asked the question.
Oh wow, it does sound.
By the way, also we're talking about the third options, and someone said last year are you buying that?